The regulatory scrutiny and or crackdown really came from Asia. So, in terms of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies going down.
South Korea first.
South Korea, it really started in China,
the SEC,
South Korea.
The CFTC.
But right. So that's what turns things around.
The IMF.
Right, but that's what's interesting, right? The SEC and CFTC meeting in front of the Senate Banking Committee really turned things around for cryptocurrencies, particularly the one line where they said we owe it to this next generation to foster this innovation.
Meaning we're not going to stamp it out
entirely. We're not going to stamp it out, and rightly so, they also are concerned about fraud, just like with any other investment. So to me, it was a grand slam. They said, listen, this is here. This is a new way to raise capital. This is a new asset class, and we're going to be protecting the public, but also fostering the innovation.
I heard somebody last week saying, this is somebody who's active in cryptocurrency, saying we shouldn't be calling this cryptocurrency. You can't go to the Dunkin' Donuts and buy your coffee. You can't go to a hotel and pay for your room with it. This is a crypto asset, much more like gold or something along those lines.
Right. I mean, that's why my fund is called the Digital Asset Fund, right? Yeah. This is broader than just a currency. I'm making a bet that this is a new asset class in general. You're going to have eco-smart commodities. You're going to have stuff like gold. You will have a global digital currency. I'm not convinced it's going to be Bitcoin. Could be something else. History of tech tells us tech disrupts itself.
Andrew was asking you this in the commercial. You want to ask him? Because this was an interesting point.
Which part?
Just about, is there a point you'd sell?
Yeah, no, I mean, I said to you, is this going to go into $1 million? Because we've had some people come on and say Bitcoin's going to be worth $1 million. You said you'd be very happy for it to get to 20,000. And I said, at 20,000, would you get out?
So, and my answer was, I'm a trader. So I bought some in the 7,000s at 20,000. Why wouldn't I take a little bit off, right? But that being said, that doesn't mean that I'm less bullish on Bitcoin at 20,000. I mean, you can come up with crazy projections. I mean, that's the thing. Okay, is it going to $1 million? Maybe, but there's a lot of room between here and $1 million.
Okay, so we talk about Bitcoin. What's more interesting than Bitcoin right now? Meaning of the currencies that are out there that you think have the most opportunity.
Yeah, I think there's kind of two big themes for 2018. First of all are the platforms. So we talked about Ethereum last time I was here. There's a couple others out there, EOS and NEO, but basically anything that can be built on top of and that you can issue an asset on top of. And so, to me, that leads into the second theme where we're going to have securities tokens. So you see what T0 is doing. There's a couple alternative
I don't
traders.
see what T0 is doing.
You don't see what T0 So the big theme is you're going to have these tokens, which are now crypto assets, will be equity, will represent equity in startups. That's effectively what these ICOs have been. So T0 is now creating an exchange to trade those on, registered with the SEC, full regulation, and now you'll be able to buy into startups, but it'll be an equity portion. So it's kind of the mashup of venture capital investing, investment banking, and the capital markets.
That, by the way, seems more likely to get regulated more quickly than anything else you've talked about thus far.
Right, and it is regulated. That's exactly what they're doing. They've gone to the SEC and said, listen, regulate us like any other exchange out there. These are equities. Well, let's follow the rules like everything else.